Well, we did some backpacks. This is the team that did it this last time, and I know Scott did it so he would be able to tell us what he did on his birthday. Because I know we've all been having trouble saying, hey, what did I do on my birthday? So Scott got to hang out with his son and put the backpacks together. And it's coming up again next week, so I know we have people signed up. Keep signing up, folks. We want to get this food out to these kids every week. We got to do it. And we also have the meals for seniors that we do every week, that we deliver meals to a small group of seniors right now who get their food from the senior center. So Amanda is the one that is keeping track of that for us. And they get more than bread. In fact, I don't know if they get any bread, but they get food. So, oh, and not just feeding older adults, but also feeding Rotarians. We had a great session of fellowship. And the pictures kind of tell you that people were having a good time. And there they are showing their what they made.
Thanks everybody for turning out to cook. That was fun. I had a great time with all of you.
Yeah, I think people had a great time. I think this was probably the most popular fellowship event we've done so far. And I think if you weren't able to join, maybe we'll do another cooking one soon, and other people can join. I think it was great fun. I loved it. I thought it was fantastic because I got to sit and watch you all cook, and then I got to eat anyway. So it was, presidential privilege every once in a while. I'm not making a lot of money for this, but boy, some of the payoffs are awesome. So thank you so much, Jess, for feeding me that night. It was so good. So good. Some birthdays. Let's check in. I think, and I might have missed a birthday. I'm thinking there might be someone else who has their birthday today. I'm not sure. I take it off the list, and so if I miss it, that's my bad. I know, Randy, you had a birthday.
Yeah, but Larrupin was closed. I guess they made my birthday a holiday. We tried to go, but they were closed.
Oh,
So
yeah.
we made dinner at home. We had a nice quiet day. Went out and drove around a little bit, did some errands, but we'll have to do a belated birthday with Larrupin when they open.
Yeah, I think Larrupin's going to be super packed with Arcata Rotarians when they reopen, because that's the go-to spot for many of us. Happy birthday. Yeah. I don't know. Is Brian here today? I'm looking. I don't see him. And Scott, tell us, you had a birthday.
I did. Yeah, I did. Like you showed the picture, I went and got the backpack for kids stuff, and Michael and I packed them in my garage and used our protocols, masks and gloves and all that. And then I delivered yesterday to the schools too. So I felt like I've gotten a lot of gifts in my life, and one thing I could do for my birthday was give back. So we did have a nice dinner. Robin cooked me something really good. We had some friends over. Everybody got a gift but me. And yeah, I got the gift of friendship. So it was a really good day. Felt very warm and fuzzy for my birthday. So it's good. And if I could suggest that people take on the Backpacks for Kids program, it took one person 30 minutes. It took to collect everything and bring it back here. And then it took two people another 30 minutes to pack the backpacks. And then it takes another 30 minutes the next day to deliver them. So it's a no-brainer. It's easy to do. It's a very important, very special thing. The schools love seeing you come and bring the stuff, and it's really easy to do. So I suggest everybody does it.
Absolutely. And I would just want to say, so Scott, So it sounds like your birthday was kind of like the Christmas where the mother says, "And I got a robe."
No, I didn't want anything. I mean, 58 years of birthdays. I've got my friends and family and a lot of special gifts in other areas, and I don't need any more stuff. So it was more about just feeling good about the day and doing something for everybody else. Yeah, it was good. Jessica said something about it too, and she reminded me that I think she said something when you asked.
Oh, got there.
Receive on a day where you normally just kind of sit back and wonder who's going to take care of me. So, but I did get a really good dish of pasta that Robin has been making. We've been trying to recreate Mazzotti's bolognese, and she's doing a hell of a job. And it was funny because we got to watch the Zoom via Amanda's feed, where everybody else was carbonaraing, and we were doing bolognese. So it was really cool. Like a pasta fest that night.
Great. That's great, Scott. Thanks. And we know Rachel had a birthday. She's probably not here. She got a huge birthday present this year. Well, not huge, but a tiny, sweet little package of a baby boy. So she scored. Did I forget anybody's birthdays? We also have some anniversaries. Rebecca, you celebrated an anniversary, is that correct?
Yep. Yeah, we were married on a 1, a 2, a 3, so we celebrated 18 years of marriage and just hung out. I adore my husband more than anything. And so we watched movies, we took a walk, and we did the annual reading of our vows. As people may know, I keep a laminated copy of my wedding vows in my purse because you never know when you might get in an argument with your husband and need to refer to what you promised to. Unfortunately, they're vague enough to really cover any situation on either side. But yeah, so we went out and we had lights in the tree and read our vows by the tree. And yeah, so it was awesome. Yeah.
That's nice. I remember you once saying, I love that you carry your vows around with you. I think that's awesome. And Howard, you and Rebecca, the other Rebecca, had an anniversary.
We will be having an anniversary on the 20th.
Oh, that's right. You will be.
Yeah. And we were married in 1985 in the Redwoods. And one of my colleagues at work came jogging by during the ceremony, and we pronounced him best jogger for our wedding. So I remember that event very fondly. We're very fortunate to be alive and healthy, and we both had some health issues this year which have been resolved, and also our children are young adults and doing well with meaningful careers, and each of them has bought or is buying a house this year. So I feel that our job as parents has been somewhat completed. So life is good, and thanks for Maggie for letting me tell you about this.
Well, happy anniversary to both of you, and happy birthday to everybody. We're going to move into gratitude. This seems like a good time because I heard a lot of gratitude in what you all had to say, and I think it keeps us going and keeps perspective. So Joyce, I'm turning it over to you for a few minutes here.
So thanks. Here's the plan. The plan is that 2 members will each, whenever Maggie gives us 5 minutes, and hopefully that's as regular as can be, so 2.5 minutes each for people to say, the idea is 3 gratitudes, but you can maybe expand or contract, but within your time frame. And so at the end of your gratitude, you get to tap somebody on the shoulder for the next week. I'll keep track and try to remind. And the only thing obviously is by committing to the next week, if you're not going to be there, to tap somebody else and let me know. I'm going to give an example today only because nobody really needs it, but I hadn't tapped anybody yet, and I had some ideas. I do this every single day. My first one always is my husband, and I write his name and say always. He really has made my life be what it can be. He's sort of the behind the scenes guy that makes it all work, and I couldn't do what I did as a mother when the kids were little, and now as they're all grown, without him to be there. And so that's the first one. The second one I generally do is my daughters, who, like Howard, they've grown up to be happy, healthy citizens doing meaningful work. But I always remind myself how amazing it is to have your heart be walking around in somebody else's body. And so I do that, and those are automatic, so you don't have to say that when you do your gratitudes. But so I go personal, I go kind of middle ground, and then I try to go bigger. And so the middle one I'm going to offer as a suggestion is I'm grateful that I'm able to continue to do work through this pandemic that hopefully is meaningful and helps other people through the challenges. And that reminds me, as the day goes and I hit the office that can be crazy, that I am grateful that I have this opportunity to do that. And the third one, and it kind of came with all the craziness going on in our country, is I am proud to live in a country that was founded on aspiration to be better. And the fact is that I think when the people wrote the Declaration of Independence, they knew they weren't perfect, but they aspired to something more. And so the beginning of that says, we hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that we are endowed by their creator with certain unalienable rights, the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And the fact is that it certainly wasn't perfect then. But they gave us room to grow into being a more perfect union and more perfect to each other and all those things. And so what I say to myself every day and to people that I come across when we're having challenging times is, well, I'm not perfect and I won't expect anybody else to be, but I also expect you to try to make the next minute better than the last. And I think that's where we are. And I'm grateful that is the footwork, the grounding of our country. And I think it gives us a great jumping off point. So those are my gratitudes for today, and they don't have to be that big. They can be whatever you want them to be. And next week, I am tapping Randy Mendosa and Vanessa Griffin to be our gratitude recognitions. And what I would ask you all to do, even though you're not on screen, is maybe say a few gratitudes to get yourself in the right frame of mind for the day. And I also am grateful for all of you and something to come to every Friday, even though I don't always make it in the best of circumstances. I've started coming to my office now so that the transition from meeting to work has always been a challenge. So I decided that with the aspiration that someday we're going to be in the same room, I better start getting up and getting dressed and getting somewhere so that I'm not just in my pajamas at 7 o'clock in the morning with the video off, still wandering around getting ready. So I'm also trying to get here so that I am in good practice for when we all get together again. So anyway, that's the plan for now, and we will morph again when we are in a different place. But I thought that was good for us for now. So thank you again, President Maggie, and we're looking forward to next time. So thanks, everyone.
That's wonderful, Joyce. Thank you. Love it. And next week, we will have some more gratitude. Thank you for starting this off with the new year.